Good afternoon, Sooner Nation. Welcome back to the Sooner Surge podcast that tells it like it is. Here for an instant reaction softball video. If you're new to our channel on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe, hit that like, turn on your notifications so you can be notified anytime we're putting out new content, which is on the daily. Sooner softball with a series win today behind the one, the only, Sam Landry. Phenomenal again. She's going in this series alone, Braden, 12 innings pitched, 1 run. The only run today, and really Crenshaw was the only one that really got to Sam Landry with the one hit the other day and then the home run today. But Sam Landry, great again, as she has been, and the Sooners get the W.
What a bounce back from yesterday.
Oh, yeah. And hey, it looked very eerily similar to yesterday, Braden, because for the first 4 innings, the Sooners could not get anything. Of course, Missouri goes on top with the Crenshaw home run. And what an answer by NellyMac to tie the game up. NellyMac, her third home run, I think, in the series. So she's been really good. Gabby Garcia hit the ball well, but got robbed a couple times. But really, it all broke loose and there in the 6th inning. And it was, you really felt like if the Sooners could just get something, Braden, it might start to prove to be contagious. And boy, was it. Cassidy Pickering with the runner on base, the 2-run bomb to straightaway center on a high and away pitch. It wasn't a bad pitch, but I do have to wonder why they chose to go with a fastball, because Pickering just annihilates fastball. Pickering earlier today, Braden, struck out looking and then struck out swinging. 2 strikeouts, and then gets the biggest hit of the game, giving the Sooners a 3-1 lead. And Landry wasn't going to allow any more runs, but then they added some insurance. But what else stood out to you today, Braden?
Kudos to Corey Hicks getting her first hit.
And boy, did they lose their mind when she got that hit. They went absolutely berserk in the dugout. Of course, they pull her. She gets pinch run for, and then just celebrating like crazy. Yeah, what a moment for Corey Hicks. Been trying to get her first hit. She rips one right up the middle off Pinnell. So, yeah, a great job. Defensively, Braden, Sooners are really good.
Yeah.
I mean, NellyMac, Gabby Garcia in the 6th inning, back-to-back plays that were huge, not allowing a runner on base. Those were tough plays. They made the plays. Abby Dayton got the hit up the middle. I'm trying to think really who else today stood out to me, Braden, because it was a game where they struggled to get on base even. They struggled early. It was like, what is happening? But they finally broke loose, and I really hope this is a catapult for what they got coming this week, which is Wichita State midweek, and then you've got the series against Tennessee coming up, Braden.
Yep.
So
I'll have to go back to hitting. Hannah Core.
Oh, I forgot about that. Great hit by Hannah Core. Really kept that inning going. With the base knock. I think Tia Malloy scored. She pinch ran. I really would like, and Emmerling had a nice RBI double. Emmerling's been a little bit of a slump. She's been hacking away at everything she sees. She never takes a half swing. She gets all her money's worth on every swing. Finally ripped one down the line, got the RBI double. That was great to see as they go into their end of the weekend here. But Tia Malloy, Braden, is a name that I really thought we might see more of in the starting lineup. She hasn't. She's been used lately for pinch running and pinch hitting. I really think Tia Malloy is someone that needs to get out of this slump and maybe see a little more action, because I think she could prove to be a valuable asset to this team moving forward. Right now, you got Sydney Barker, who's been a little bit of hasn't been doing a whole lot offensively, and Hannah Core finally got that hit, which was good to see. But Tia Malloy could provide another a power alley that this team could use, Braden.
Yeah, I agree. Kudos to Gabby Garcia making that play in the 7th inning.
Oh, yeah. Look, for all the impressiveness that she has been, Braden, at the plate, you could argue she's been as impressive in the field. Like, this team, I mean, is she playing better than Tiare Jennings did at short? You could argue she is. For a true freshman, I don't even know if she's had an error. If she has, it's only been one. And I'll tell you what, on another note, defensively, kudos to Missouri, guys.
Yeah.
Missouri made some great plays defensively this weekend. And Missouri, what a weekend for Missouri. Great crowds all three games. They get a win against the number one team. I think this is going to catapult them to a better second half here of the season. And going back to defense, Sydney Barker could have made a play in right field, and she kind of took a bad angle, got a bad jump on it, I thought, and wasn't able to catch one. I think it was in the second or third inning. That's a play you really need to make, and you're going to have to make every play against the likes of Tennessee, Alabama, Texas, and Florida, who are all in the front windshield coming up for the Sooners.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we fought back, get the hits we needed, and then the captain steps up and hits a home run today.
The captain has been great. 3 home runs in this series. And what you have moving forward now, again, is Wichita State midweek. I think it's very interesting to know what the status is, the health status of Audrey Lowry. Look, Monticelli didn't see any action this weekend. So going forward, I think midweek you're probably going to go with Monticelli or Bella Smith or maybe Lowry if she's healthy, because I think you've got to have Audrey Lowry moving forward, because what you have is Wichita State followed by Tennessee, and then you go through this stretch where it's a lot of non-con opponents, including OSU. And then after those non-con opponents, you travel to Tuscaloosa, and then, of course, you got Texas and Florida on the horizon. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, Braden. A lot of people hate the saying of you needed that loss. There is that mindset, but I think maybe more shocking than the loss, because I was shocked the way they lost, leaving all those runners on base. More shocking than the loss, Braden, was maybe how they responded with such a young team. They responded in a great way.
Yeah, I will have to say, even though we lost yesterday, that might help us down the stretch.
Yeah, well, I know what it won't do, Braden. It's not going to hurt you because every goal you have is still right out in front of you. So it's not even a damaging loss. All it does is it ends the streak. 31 straight games that they had won or whatever it was. That streak's over, but we know what the Sooners are going to do. They're going to start another one, and they have today with the win by a score of 5-1 against Missouri. Yeah.
I have to ask, who is your defense player of the series?
It was Gabby Garcia. Gabby and Nelly Mac both, the left side of the infield was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And Sam Landry, of course, was the player of the series. 12 innings pitched, 1 run against Missouri. Great job locking it down and bouncing back. The Sooners get the W 5-1. Thanks for watching the content here at the Sooner Surge. Make sure you subscribe to it. You turn on your notifications and check out the Fan Stop at thefanstop.com. Sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. Use code SURGE. Get 10% off the first 3 months. Sooners back in action in the middle of the week against Wichita State. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Boomer.
Sooner.